Start with your feet on the mat, your knees bent, maybe about hip distance apart, feet hip distance apart. And just pause here, feeling all the parts that are in contact with the floor, with the mat. Back of your head, shoulders, upper back, mid back, low back, pelvis, and feet. Just feeling all that. Take a nice big deep inhale and a big exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. We'll try to be moving with the breath, and the length of your breath might be totally different than mine. So mine is just a suggestion, but you need to follow your own breath, okay? So one more inhale here as we lay on our backs with our feet on the floor. On your exhale, very slowly turn your head to the right. And just notice the sensation in the left side of your neck, your left shoulder. On your next inhale, slowly bring your head back to center. On your next exhale, let your head turn to the left. Notice how the right side of your neck is feeling. Mine is quite a bit tighter than the left side. So just notice that. Inhaling back to center. Let's go to the right again. Exhaling to the right. And let's pause for 2 rounds of breath. So take a nice big deep inhale. And if it works for you, you might pause for a beat or two in between the inhale and the exhale. Long exhale. And then again, when you're ready, inhaling, pausing for a beat or two. And when I say pause, I don't mean like holding or crunching. I just mean just a gentle little pause. And then a nice long exhale as you draw your head back to center. Pause here. Breathe in and out. Inhale again. Perhaps pausing for a beat or two, and a long exhale when you're ready, turning your head to the left. Take a nice long inhale, perhaps pausing, long exhale. When you're ready, inhaling again, pausing, and then exhaling back to center. And just pause here and notice your neck. Draw your knees in towards your chest. You could either hold on to your knees or not, depends on what feels okay. On your next inhale, draw your knees away from your body, maybe the length as far as your arms can reach. On the exhale, draw your knees in towards your chest, like you're squeezing every bit of air out of your lungs. And then on your next inhale, slowly drawing your knees away from you, lengthening, and then exhale, drawing your knees in towards your chest. Do that 2 more times, following your own breath. Keep your knees drawn in towards your chest and begin to just rock side to side, massaging your hips, your back, even your head. Make it loose. Oh, it's too hard this morning. And then pause. Bring your feet back down onto the mat. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Keep your left foot on the floor. Option, see how it feels to straighten that left leg. If that feels uncomfortable, then rebend the left knee, put the foot on the floor. So I'll straighten my leg just to see how that feels. We're going to make some circles here with the right leg. So nice, slow, think of inhaling half the circle and exhaling the other half. Your circles could be small, your circles could be big. So, and keep your hips loose. You're not trying to lock your hips down. We're lubricating the hip joint here. Nice and slow. You could have your hand on or not. See what feels good for you. Reverse your circle when you're ready. Again, inhaling half the circle, exhaling the other half. And then next time your knee is towards your chest, draw that knee back in towards your chest. Pause here for a moment. And then we're going to just straighten that right leg. It might be here, you might have some bend in the knee, depends on how tight your leg is, but just think of straightening and bending the knee, bringing some movement into the knee joint. And then next time your leg is extended towards the sky, let's make some circles with your ankle. So again, nice and slow. Open and close your toes too. Bring some movement into those toes. And then reverse your circle. You might point and flex, drawing the toes towards your nose. Take a nice big deep inhale and then exhale, draw the knee back and towards your chest. Extend the leg if your left leg is straight, or you could keep that knee bent. And just pause here. Notice the difference between your right hip and your left. Right leg and left. Interoception. So becoming aware of these sensations, when we become more tuned into these sensations, then we pay better attention to our bodies. What's good, what's not. Bend your knees if they're not already. Place your feet on the floor and very gentle little rocking side to side. So we're not doing the big windshield wipers. We're just giving a little bit of massage to the sacrum, that triangular bone at the bottom of the coccyx, the tailbone. Side to side. Pause here. And then bring your left knee in towards your chest. And we're going to do the same thing. This time I'll keep my right knee bent, but option to extend that right leg. And we're going to make some circles again. Think of inhaling half the circle, exhaling the other half. Nice and slow. You might even pause again between the inhale and the exhale. When you're ready, reverse your circle. Draw the knee back and towards your chest. And then we'll do the same thing, straightening and bending. Follow your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Next time your leg is straight-ish, make some circles again. Make sure you bring some movement into those toes, separating the toes. Reverse your circle when you're ready. And then point and flex, draw the toes towards your nose, and then draw the knee in towards your chest, place the foot back on the floor or extend your legs, and again, notice right side, left side. What sensations do you feel? Take a nice big deep breath in and a breath out. Again, we're going to do that very gentle rocking side to side. So just a little bit of sway with the knees, side to side, massaging the sacrum. And now we'll take our strap. Somebody came on late, so I'm sorry if you didn't hear. We need a belt, strap, scarf, whatever you have handy. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Take the strap, bottom of the strap, place it on the bottom of your foot. So you might play around with it a little bit and see. Before we keep it there, let's just go ahead and floss the bottom of the foot. Just bring a little bit more sensation into the foot. So just go back and forth, flossing the bottom of your foot. And then find a spot where you'd like to place your strap. So it could be the toe mounds, it could be the arch, or it could be the heel. And you might experiment to see what feels best for you. If you have a big loop, then you could bring your arms through like you've done when we've been together in the Women's Wisdom, or I have a shorter strap today, so I'm just going to hold on to either side of the strap. Try not to have a death grip. You might make a little loop. Again, your knee could be bent. It could be out here. Depends on how tight the back of your leg is. So here we're focusing on the hamstring muscles, which are the group of muscles behind the thigh, which tend to get very tight. Not only the muscles, but also the fibrous tissue around it, the fascia. So by doing these moves, we're able to, over time, lengthen the muscle fibers and the fascia so that you have less low back pain. So holding your strap here, option to extend your left leg or keep your knee bent, up to you, and take 4 more rounds of breath. Again, you should be feeling a nice stretch in those hamstring muscles. Try to draw the toes towards your nose. Notice how that changes the stretch. Big deep breaths. And then when you're ready, rebend the left knee if it's not already bent. Place your foot on the floor. Take the straps into your right hand. We're going to externally rotate this right leg. So turn your toes out and your heel in. External rotation. And then very slowly begin to bring your leg out to the right. At the same time, you're going to bring your left knee out to the left. So it's a little bit of a, you've got a V going on here. Trying to keep your sacrum level so you're not tilting over to the right, for example. You don't have to go very far. You should feel a nice stretch in the inner thigh and groin area. Nice big deep breaths in and breaths out. Only do what feels good. If you feel any sharp pain, please back off. Inhale, both legs back to center, toes pointing straight ahead. Straps now into your left hand. Bring the toes towards the midline, across the midline, and your heel out. So now we are internally rotating that leg. Already you probably feel a little stretch in the outside of your right thigh, the iliotibial band. From here, very, very slowly begin to cross that right leg across the midline to the left, at the same time bringing your left knee across the midline. So they're crossing. And just pause as soon as you feel that stretch on the outside. It should be a good stretch, but it can be fairly intense. Again, if it's sharp pain, it's too much. So go to that sweet spot. Not too hard, not too soft, but just right. Nice big deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. One more round of breath. On your next inhale, bring your leg back to center. Take the strap off. Give that leg a shake. Bring the foot back down and pause here, noticing the difference between the right and the left. Give a little bit of side to side again. Movement with the knees. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. Take the strap, belt, whatever you've got again, and let's just floss the bottom of that left foot. Back and forth, bringing a little heat into the bottom of the foot. And now you might find a different place to put the strap on this foot, just to play around with it and see. Begin to straighten-ish that leg, draw the toes towards the nose until you get that sensation in the back of your thigh, the hamstrings. You might even contract, if you're not getting much here, you might contract the muscles in the front of your thigh. Keep the right knee bent or extend that right leg. Your choice. 4 more rounds of breath here. Nice big deep breaths. toes towards the nose. Again, by working on these muscles, not only will it help the flexibility, but also these tight hamstring muscles tend to cause low back pain. When you're ready, take the straps into your left hand, turn the left toes out, heel in, external rotation, rebend the right knee, place the foot on the floor. And now slowly let the left leg go out to the left and the right knee go out to the right. You've got a V going on here. Nice deep breaths. Might be totally different sensations on this side from the other side. Notice your jaw. Are you clenching your jaw? Can you let your jaw go? Slowly on the inhale, bring both legs back to center. Take the straps now into your right hand. Turn your toes in and your heel out. Internal rotation. Again, maybe you're already feeling that stretch on the outside of your left thigh. And then just millimeter by millimeter, cross that leg across the midline at the same time, letting the right knee go over towards the left. Pause when you get that sensation. I'm going to move my strap back up to the big toe man because that feels like a better stretch for me. Listen to your body, do what feels good. Big deep breaths. Slowly on the inhale, bring that leg back to center. Take the strap off. Give that leg a shake. Give both your legs a shake. And then bring your feet back down onto the mat. Pausing again, noticing left side, right side. Bring your feet a little bit wider this time, maybe as wide as the mat. Take a nice big deep breath in. On your exhale, let your knees fall just as far as they want to fall over to the right. Maybe they go to the floor, maybe they don't. Pause for a round of breath. Inhale your knees back to center. On your exhale, let your knees go over to the left. Maybe they go further on this side. Just see where they want to go. Breath in and a breath out. Inhale your knees back to center. Exhale your knees over to the right. Pause for a round of breath. Inhaling back to center. Last time, legs over to the left. Knees over to the left. Inhale back to center. Draw the knees back and towards your chest, and let's just rock side to side again. And then roll over to your right side. And we're gonna do this little clamshell thing. I think we've done this before. This is really good strengthener, and also I've told you before, a wonky right hip. So when my hip goes out, this really helps me. You can make a little prop for your head, or you can just let your head relax on your arm or a pillow, blanket, whatever works. Take your left hand and place it right on your sacrum. Again, right at the bottom here of your tailbone. The reason why we're doing that is because we're going to be doing this clamshell thing, and you don't want to be tipping all the way over. You want to keep this part without for not moving. Sorry, not explaining this very well. Okay, so we're going to go really, really slow with these clamshell movements. So see if you can count to maybe 4 or 5 as on the inhale, as you slowly, slowly lift your left knee up, keeping your foot and ankle together. Pause for maybe 1, 2, 3, and then long, slow exhale as you bring that knee back to meet the right. Okay. Again, long inhale, maybe to the count of 3 or 4, or even 5. And then pausing, 3, 2, 1. And then slow, long exhale coming back down. Whoops. Something's happening upstairs. Okay, inhale one more time. Pausing. And then slowly, 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 like you're have a resistance band here, okay? And then from here, and you could keep doing this with several rounds. I would recommend pausing in between a little bit, give your hip a little bit of a rub. And then next time, extend that left leg, top leg, and just do some up and down raises. Flex that left foot, going up and down. This is a PT move, not really a yoga move, but it's really good for the hips.
Oh, yeah.
One more time up. And then just bend your knee and make some loose circles, just letting all that go. When you're ready, just pause again and notice that hip. Again, you might give it a little tap. We're going to roll over to the other side. I'm going to turn around so that you can see me. You can just simply roll around. Knees bent. And remember, we're keeping the feet and ankles together, only lifting the knee up. And try again not to rock that pelvis back, keeping that steady. Okay, so again, very slowly inhaling, lifting that right knee up. The slower you go, the more you're going to feel this pausing. And then slowly, slowly, slowly coming down. Inhaling. Pausing. Long exhale as you come back down. Do that 2 more times following your own breath. Try to keep your breath smooth and steady. Again, try not to clench your jaw. When you're done, pause for a moment. Just let everything go here. Then extend that leg out, flex the ankle, and make some raising your leg up and down. And then let's make some circles. So just make those nice and loose. You can rock your pelvis back with this, that's fine. Just loosening that up. Go in both directions. And then again, give that hip a little bit of a touch. I really feel this in my right hip. It helps tremendously. We're going to come up onto our hands and knees for just a little bit of movement here. If your knees can't take this being on the knees, then go ahead and be on your back and just bring some movement again. Bring your knees to your chest, rocking side to side. For those of you that are okay with being on hands and knees, we're going to come to table pose here. You might have a blanket underneath your knees for padding. Have your hands a little ahead of your shoulders. They can be wide, they can be shoulder level, shoulder distance apart. You choose, see what feels okay. Try to really press your fingers in so you're not getting all the weight into your wrists. Again, have them a little ahead of your shoulders. Knees about hip distance apart. Give your hips a little wiggle side to side. And then on the inhale, next inhale, you're going to bring your shoulders over your wrists, lift your tail up, drop your belly, and finally raise your head. Keep your hands pressing into the mat to engage the shoulders. Cow pose. On the exhale, draw your belly in, come to a flat back, draw your hips back towards puppy pose. Flat, going back with a flat back. Inhale, coming forward, over the wrists, lift your tail, arch your back. Again, pressing your hands in. You could also do this on your forearms if this is really bothering your hands. So again, here, cow pose, and then you could come back towards puppy. Okay, so again, coming forward, cow pose. Exhale, draw your belly in, and then go back towards puppy. So we'll do it one more time. Cow, and then puppy. Bring your forearms down if they're not already down, and give your wrists a little bit of a break. Hands and fingers a little bit of a break. Shake them out. And one last thing, which is also really good for your back, bring your hands back on the floor, bring them forward a bit more and as wide as the mat. We're going to make some big circles. So this has been called the cement truck motion. So slowly bring your hips to one side and then all the way forward, all the way to the other side, back. Big round circles. Ella's going to be showing you here.
Does it work? Is this how you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Big round circles. Go nice and slow.
Okay.
And when you're ready, reverse your circle. This is my little helpers here. And then from here, if it works for you,
bring your knees apart and just draw your hips back. Maybe they stay up on the floor. Maybe your head kind of comes down. Just see what works for you. Let everything go, wherever you happen to be. We're going to come back down onto our backs. Let's do one little more movement before Shavasana. So feet apart,
Okay.
we're rocking side to side.
Oh, come on.
Ella, yeah. And then straighten your right leg and then your left leg. Bring them out to the sides of the mat. Hands up. Arms to the side. Preparing for Shavasana. Hi, Patty. Take a nice big deep inhale and a big long exhale. Again, nice big long inhale and exhale. Relax your toes. Relax your feet, your legs, your hips, let your belly relax. Feel your belly rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Relax your whole back. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms, hands, and fingers. Feel your breath coming in and out of your chest. Relax your face. Feel your breath coming in and out of your nose. Let everything go. You'll hear my voice in about 5 more minutes. Take a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Begin to bring some movement into your arms and legs. Take a nice big stretch. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Eventually rolling over to one side, and take your time. If you want to stay in Shavasana, that's fine if you have time. Otherwise, you might meet us back for the metta. We'll bring our hands to our hearts, and we begin with ourselves. May we be healthy. May we be happy. May we be safe. May our lives be filled with ease and freedom. May all those we love and care for be healthy. May they be happy. May they be safe. May their lives be filled with ease and freedom. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May their lives be filled with ease and freedom. May our thoughts and actions contribute to peace and happiness in this world. Namaste.
Namaste.